Hi, Mom.
Hi, Daphne.
How goes it?
It goes. It's pouring fucking rain out there. It's pretty awesome. I like it.
I do too.
Except for I had to walk a block and a half to my car.
Okay, stop kicking things.
Sorry.
It's spooky season, so it's supposed to rain.
Yeah, and it got dark early all of a sudden, too.
Yeah, it's been kind of nice.
I was trying to stay at work later, and then I was like, realized that I had to walk a block and a half to my car, and then it was like sprinkling. So I'm like, oh, I better go because it's getting dark, and now it's sprinkling. And by the time I got to my car, it's fucking pouring down rain.
Yeah, it's been a week, hasn't it?
Of darkness and rain.
And weirdness.
And weirdness.
And oddities. Yeah, so the other night, we have an indoor-outdoor cat. And from my bathroom, I could hear her. She was like just bitching, but she was like happily bitching. Like when she's going to bring us a treat, like a bunny. And so she was very happily bitching. And then I went out to go see what she had and I didn't see anything. And I was like, Aurora, what are you doing? And by the way, she's a black cat. She's our spooky girl. And she's a real bitch.
Yeah.
I was like, Aurora, what do you have? And I didn't see anything. I was like, ugh. And then I heard something and it was big. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did she get a coyote? After she had gotten chased by a coyote the other day. She's fine, though.
She is fine. She could probably take a coyote.
Yeah, honestly. Easily. Yeah, she's crazy.
Not huge, just psycho.
Yeah, she could just bat its eyes out.
Right?
No problem with that. But no. Anyway, she brought me another cat. And so like I picked this cat up and I took it inside and I was like, Mom. And
I thought it was a crow.
Yeah, right. And so she was ignoring me. And so I went upstairs and I was like, dude, I brought in a cat. She's like, what the fuck, Daphne? I was like, yeah, I just put a cat in our bathroom. It's locked in there. I'm going to get it a litter box situation. It's going to stay here now. So I've been trying to find its owners. I think it was dumped in our neighborhood. But now we have a new buddy and he's really sweet. He's way sweeter than Aurora.
He is much nicer than Aurora.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's kind of been the week.
Hopefully his people show up, but I kind of feel like
they're not going to.
I feel like he's a stray, but he's super sweet. So he definitely was somebody's cat. So if it's your cat and you're listening, although you don't know where we are and we're not going to tell you, I'm not going to say that. Delete that.
No, I think you should keep that. Yeah, he didn't have a chip. I took him to the vet, and it was funny because I posted on Nextdoor, like, is this anybody's cat? And then people were like, take him to the shelter. I'm like, you're an asshole. Why would I take him to the shelter when he could, live here? Like, what the fuck?
Our house is like a shelter.
Why would we go let him live in a cage when he could, I don't know, have a room of a house?
Or just live in our bathroom like he is right now.
Well, that's because the dogs freak him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've been responsible. I've taken him to the vet. He is now vaccinated, and he doesn't have feline leukemia.
Which is good.
Yeah, so he can interact with everyone else. He just chooses not to.
Yeah.
Which is, relatable.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe that's why he and I are best pals already.
But he's only been here for 2 nights.
Yeah, this is night 3.
Yeah. So, it'll take him a minute.
It'll take him a minute. All right. Sorry about that. I just thought I'd share that fun story about how I acquired another cat.
Fun fact.
Daphne's
Daphne's a cat lady.
Not really.
No, because it's really her dad that's the cat lady.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad is the cat woman.
The cat lady man.
Cat lady man.
Cat man lady?
Cat man do. Well, that's one of my favorite restaurants.
Alrighty.
We can cut that out. What's your disturbing fact, Mom?
Do you know what the largest... Oh my God, I almost said outdoor cemetery, but all fucking cemeteries are outdoors.
Unless it's an indoor cemetery, that's real fucking weird. That's like a John Wayne Gacy situation.
Okay, do you know what the world's largest open-air graveyard is?
No.
I like how you're fucking thinking about it, and there's smoke coming out of your ears.
No, I don't.
It smells like burning tires in here. What? Oh, Daphne's thinking.
Asshole. Okay, is it Key West Cemetery?
No, it is not, because that's not an open air graveyard.
What is it? What is an open air graveyard by definition? Is that where you go dump bodies instead of burying?
Basically.
Oh shit. So is it one of those medical places that they let the bodies open to the elements and see what happens?
No, but would you like me to disclose the information that I have?
Yeah. Well, you said, can you guess?
I said, do you know? I didn't say guess. Okay, Daphne, 17 tries and then I'll tell you.
You have 17 chances to get this right. And if not, you lose the game. All right, what's the right answer?
The right answer is Mount Everest.
Oh, duh. I knew that because because there's tons of bodies there. So people just like die and then they can't move them.
Yeah, that's...
And they are like perfectly preserved.
Yeah. It's pretty...
Sorry, did I rob your fact from you?
No, I wasn't going to say anything about them being perfectly preserved because I feel like that's a gimme.
You still didn't even say the name right perfectly.
I know. Jeez, Daph.
All right, tell me more about these Mount Everest people bodies.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Because I'm assuming none of them are Sherpas. I'm assuming they're all...
Some of them are Sherpas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's people that obviously are trying to get to the summit and they die along the way. And whether it's climbers or Sherpas or whatever it is, it's like probably about 300-ish people have died on Mount Everest.
Shit.
But they're like now, I think some of them maybe they brought down, but there's on average right now about 200 bodies on Mount Everest. And some of them are buried in the snow and stuff, so you don't see them, but some of them are just out there and they actually use them as like a landmark.
I've heard that before. That's fucking weird.
Isn't that like, oh, hey.
It's really sad and morbid.
Yeah.
I feel like, how do you go to Mount Everest and then just like die and not go home? Like,
you gotta really love to climb.
Yeah, that's sad.
It is sad. Okay, so once you hit because Mount Everest, sorry, I'm stopping. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world, period, end of story. And
on Earth.
On Earth. And once you get above 26,000 feet, that is known as the death zone.
And how tall is the summit?
I don't know.
All right. Well, the summit, I just Googled it, is 29,032 feet.
That's fucking high.
Yeah, that's real fucking high. I couldn't be me. I don't like hiking enough.
Couldn't be me. I mean, I've done some pretty extreme hiking, but I don't want to die. And I don't want to be freezing cold because I hate to be cold. And that would be so freaking cold. But anyway, so once you get above 26,000 feet, so you're almost to the top, right? It's known as the death zone. And the oxygen levels there are only a third of what they are at sea level. And barometric pressure causes weight to feel like 10 times heavier. So climbers feel...
Your ears are probably popping like
I'm sure. I'm sure they pop before 26,000.
Your eyes probably feel like they're going to bug out of your head.
Yeah, it sounds like, why would you
How
want to do that?
high do you go on a plane?
Well, but a plane is pressurized.
That's not my question. Oh, shit, Mom. Planes fly between 33,000 to 42,000 feet.
Oh, shit. So that's just barely fucking above Mount Everest.
Yeah, hardly. And it's literally so funny. It says on this article, it says that the typical, just to put it in perspective, planes usually fly around 35,000 to 36,000 feet in the air.
Oh, I should know that because the pilot's always like, our cruising altitude today will be 34,000 feet.
I never listened to that.
Well,
I probably should, but I don't.
You should.
And then it says, to put that in perspective, Mount Everest is 29,032 feet.
Yeah, that's some perspective.
Yeah, that's a lot of perspective.
Right. So anyway, when the climbers get super high to the death zone, they feel sluggish, disoriented, fatigue, and it causes extreme distress on the organs. So for this reason, climbers usually don't last more than 48 hours in this area. And I don't know why you'd want to be in that area for 48 hours. I feel like if you get there, you just go to the top and you go take a selfie and you're like, woohoo, I made it to the top. And then back fucking down, you start trucking.
How many people make it to the top? Do you know? Or I know you just said there's about 200 to 300 bodies up there.
Well, since the first two climbers reached the summit in 1953, more than 4,000 people have followed in their footsteps, if you will.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that they made it.
It does not necessarily mean that they made it.
Okay, so basically a lot of people are crazy.
Yeah, no shit.
No, but I mean, good for them. I just, that would suck dying on Mount Everest.
It would suck dying.
Your body can't even go home to be with your family.
Well, and the reason they can't take them down is because the climb is so hard and so hard on your body that you can't then on top of that carry another body down. So, I mean, it has been done by groups of people taking a body down or whatever. Because like I said, believe that about 300 people have died on Mount Everest, but currently today, there are about 200 bodies still there.
I'm Googling to see if people die before the death zone.
I'll bet they do.
It says 72 people have died as a result of a fall.
Ew.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
But apparently 14 mountains have death zones around the world.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's scary though.
So one of the most famous Mount Everest, geez, hello, Colorado. One of the most famous Mount Everest bodies is known as Green Boots, and he was passed almost by every climber that reaches the death zone. And the identity of Green Boots is highly contested, but is most widely believed that it is, I'm not going to be able to pronounce his name, but he is an Indian climber who died in 1996.
On Mount Everest.
So, and the body was recently removed.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But I mean, preserved.
Yes, well preserved. Well, that's really sad and scary.
And there's like a little kind of shelter there. Like the body rested near a cave, and all the climbers have to pass it on their way up to the peak. And so people would like take a break at quote unquote Green Boots. Like 80% of people have taken a rest at the shelter, the cave where Green Boots is. And it's hard to miss the dude laying there.
I guess if you're there, let me think of how I'm trying to say this. I guess if you're there, you probably can't be too spooked because you knew the risk when you were going there, right?
Yeah,
of dead bodies.
Sure. I'm sure. So anyway, that's it. That's pretty disturbing, I feel.
That's real disturbing.
It's interesting, though.
It is interesting.
I mean, I
wouldn't do it.
Like I've done some pretty extreme hiking, and I like to hike and all that, but I hate to be cold.
I actually do enjoy hiking, but I would not do that.
No, I wouldn't either.
Way too high.
Yeah. All right, Daff. So that's the end of that. And there's a picture of Green Boots that I can post on the Instagram.
That might be a good idea, and you'll hear why as we start this case, or as we finish this case.
Okay. Does your victim have green boots?
No. My victim, maybe. I don't know.
Can't confirm and or deny.
Nope, can't confirm or deny. I don't think this case has been talked about like at all on any podcast.
So how do you know it really exists?
Because there's Facebook pages of people.
Well, if you don't podcast about it, it's not real.
Yeah, exactly. So we're the first, and it's real, and it's happening.
Go team.
And I feel like this is like a huge cautionary tale that's really sad. So strap in for some sadness.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't have any emotions.
Fortunately for you. I don't even know what to call this case.
You named it Lisa and Chelsea.
I did name it Lisa and Chelsea.
So should we call it Lisa and Chelsea?
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to switch this around impromptu as we're talking and just switch my order really quickly.
And make it Chelsea and Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can, no, keep going. We can keep rolling.
Okay, keep rolling.
Because it's literally just would mean that I'd have to go back up and then down. It's cool. My notes aren't that scattered.
Okay, cool.
So first we're going to talk about Chelsea Watrous Cook. She was born June 1st, 1987. I couldn't find a lot about her upbringing. However, I did find that she struggled a lot with mental health and depression.
That sucks.
And then when she was 17, that she had developed anorexia that she carried into her adulthood.
That's horrible.
It's so sad. She graduated from Brigham Young University. I always struggle to say that.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, so they're in Utah, obviously.
Right.
I guess I didn't say that. They're in Utah.
Well, you said BYU, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She met her ex-husband, Travis Cook, in college, and the two got married before they even graduated college.
I feel like that's not that weird because you have this look on your
BYU.
face. Well, he married his seventh wife while he was not graduated.
We probably shouldn't say that stuff, but
Probably
it's fine. My dad used to practice, so.
I don't think he practiced.
Well, he came from.
Yeah.
So at 29 in 2015, they had two babies. She gave birth to two twins. And
Two twins or just a set of twins?
A set of twins, not quadruplets.
Okay.
A set of twins, two babies.
Okay.
A lot of sources online were like, two little girls, her two girl twins. But the picture on her Facebook page is a boy and a girl. So I think these sources are wrong.
Yeah,
there
you
are
think?
2 girls.
She has a Facebook page?
We'll talk about this.
Okay.
So she loved kids, and all she wanted to do was become a mama. And she went into the field of education because of the fact that she loved children.
That's cool.
And she believed that being married and being a mom would be a key to her happiness, that it would like fix all her problems and fix her mental health. And
Okay, I'm just going to throw it out there. No one can make you happy. You have to be happy with yourself before anybody else can come and make you happy.
yeah, that's very true.
You can't rely on anyone else for your happiness. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
So she worked at Skybridge High School in Lehi, Utah, and she worked as a health teacher and taught yoga there.
Oh, cool.
And her students loved her, and I guess she led a very engaged class of students who wanted to be there in her class.
That's cool.
So, like I talked about, that she had a lot of mental health problems.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't say anything about her, like, suffering with postpartum, but I guess, I don't know, I feel like we could assume that maybe she did because she already had all these stacks of mental issues, right? Of, like,
Maybe.
depression, anxiety.
Maybe.
But she was really erratic at some point. And so Travis, he was, like, trying to support her and be there for her through all of her struggles.
That's good.
But he ended up filing for divorce in August of 2017.
Oh, that's sad.
And so the couple was divorced and it was finalized in January of 2018. And at the time of their divorce in 2018, Chelsea was 31 and Travis was 27 or 28.
Mm-hmm.
And the divorce had said that it really impacted Chelsea, and she became very worried that the kids would be taken from her, which led to her anxiety and depression, even like further manifesting in her.
So why was she concerned that her kids would be taken from her?
I don't know. It just said that she was really depressed and anxious all the time, and that the divorce was really like messed with her and made her think that like her babies would get taken away.
Well, maybe Travis wanted the kids or something.
Yeah, it didn't say that, but they were working out co-parenting, and she actually sought out professional help for coping with this co-parenting.
Okay.
And then she was put on anti-anxiety and depression medications.
Okay.
Which she started doing good when she was on her meds, but then she stopped taking them and started self-medicating on stimulants.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Especially if you're worried about getting your kids taken away from you.
Right? Which the stimulants make you even more crazed and paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like one of the worst things she could have done to herself.
Yeah, no kidding.
So now we're going to talk about Lisa Williams. And she was born September 17th, 1992 to Charles and Tawny Williams in Hilldale, Utah. But she was raised in Colorado City, Arizona.
Okay.
She was a part of a large family. They were all really, really close. And she graduated from Centennial Park Academy in 2011 and went on to work at a local mortgage company after high school.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then in 2015, she moved to American Fork, which is just south of Salt Lake City, to care for her sister, who was hospitalized with a potentially life-threatening lung ailment.
Oh, that's very sad.
So she stayed after the recovery, living with 2 of her sisters.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah, family. So then she began working as a bank teller when she was there, which it said that it challenged her shy and quiet nature. And she said that she had found pride in her like newfound ability to engage in small talk with people.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's so hard.
It's so hard. I have a very hard time making small talk sometimes.
Yeah, I have a hard time making small talk too.
It's like, what do you even talk about?
Small things.
The weather. That's a pretty big thing. Travis and Lisa, they worked together at the bank. Remember, that's Chelsea's ex-husband.
Yeah.
I just don't know much about him, so he's not really, he's in, but not, he's in, he's not out. Like, he's just kind of here.
Okay. Well, clearly he's a connection between Lisa and Chelsea, or Chelsea and Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Travis and Lisa, they worked together at the bank where Lisa was the teller.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa, she was 26 at the time, and Travis was 28 when they got together.
Oh, they got together.
And this is shortly after the divorce.
Okay.
So she was obviously, falling in love with Travis. She wanted kids. She wanted, her own life. And so she was very smitten with the twins. She loved them. She loved spending time with them and wanted to be a blended family.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Although,
really
I don't know, as a mom, I feel like you might feel threatened. But by the same token,
At least somebody's loving your kids.
yeah, you have somebody that loves your kids and doesn't want to like not have them as be part of their dad's life, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody that embraces your kids. It's a double-edged sword. You're jealous, but then it's good.
Yeah, right. So during the 6 months that they were together, Chelsea, she started harassing Lisa.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, it's real fucking mean.
Especially, well, I guess, like you said, the divorce devastated Chelsea because she didn't want to get divorced, obviously.
She didn't want a divorce, and it sounds like he moved on pretty damn quick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it started in June of 2018, which it included Chelsea showing up to the bank
Okay.
to harass her, bullying through Instagram and texting.
Jeez.
So she's just being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, it sounds not cool.
She even like called Lisa through her work phone at her school, the school she's working at, calling on that number to harass Lisa.
Jeez.
So Lisa said that she had reported the behavior and the use of school phones to the principal at Skyridge in August, but nothing was done.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Especially it's a school. Why would the school condone a teacher
Harassing someone.
Bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally bullying.
And in 2018, we're aware of bullying.
And that its impacts on people.
Yeah, it's not like it's impacts.
Impacts. How it impacts people.
Yes.
I know, I kind of spaced the word out. It's fine.
I love it when I edit the podcast I love it when I edit and the things we say, I'm like, well, is that a word? Or why did you say it like that?
I know, sometimes we're weird like that.
Yeah.
But I like it's cool.
Well, it just happens.
People laugh at us. It's fine. So Lisa, though, she was reluctant. She didn't want to report anything to the police because she was afraid that, involving the authorities would make things worse and harder between her and Chelsea, and that it could impact the kids. And remember, she loved the kids.
Yeah.
So Lisa actually wrote in her diary about the ongoing problems and how much the twins meant to her at this point already.
Aww.
Like, she's only known them for a short bit, but she's like, I love these kids. And this is what she wrote in her diary. She said, I really hope we can move past all this nonsense.
So she's looking for resolution.
She's looking for resolution, yeah.
Well, and like you said, Chelsea had mental issues. And if she's taking stimulants
Yeah, it's only making them worse, and she's getting paranoid because of it.
and angry.
And pissed, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a mad woman. So Chelsea saw Lisa as a problem, obviously,
Clearly,
and that she was dating Travis and that she wanted her kids and her family back.
you know.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah, it does suck, but happens a lot.
So a police report indicates that Lisa had come up during a fight between Chelsea and Travis on October 16th. So this report says that it's a misdemeanor domestic violence charge against Chelsea.
Okay.
They had a history of, bad custody exchanges, obviously, because like I said, she was getting paranoid, getting a little bit crazy. And I mean, I don't know how his behavior was, but hers sounds like it was erratic.
Right.
So then on October 16th, Chelsea was like just screaming all these fucking terrible things about Lisa to Travis when he was trying to pick up the kids from her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so the police said that when Travis had prompted one of the children to say that they were excited about seeing Lisa, which I don't know if like that actually happened, like egging her on about going to go see Lisa, or if he was like, come on guys, like maybe Lisa's waiting for us.
Right.
And the kids got excited or
There
something.
was no context.
There's no context about this.
Okay.
Chelsea grabbed Travis by the hair. And then he fell down the stairs. She either pushed him or he fell, like, during their altercation.
Shit.
Yeah.
And this is in front of their kids.
Yep. That's in
Which
front
is
of their kids.
Not cool at all.
Yeah. Not cool in the slightest. So Lisa was not there at the time of this incident.
Probably good.
Yeah, no shit. And then when, she was this all came up, she was like, no, I didn't do it. She pled not guilty about this.
Oh, obviously she went to court.
Well, yeah, she had a misdemeanor on her report, and she was like, no, it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what happened.
Okay.
So the last conversation.
Converse. I love Converse.
I know you always wear them.
I know. And then you look at my feet, but
I didn't know if you had them on or not.
No, I don't.
I got my Nikes on today.
I got my Under Armours.
So the last conversation that Lisa and Chelsea had was Chelsea actually thanking Lisa and being really pleasant because she had picked up the kids from daycare for her. And so I guess this conversation was really encouraging to Lisa, like, oh, maybe, you know, she's finally settling down. Yeah, that things are going to get better between us. So this conversation had to have either happened in late October or early November.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. But Lisa was in Arizona with her family for Thanksgiving. But she loved these kids so much. And this Thanksgiving was Thursday, November 22nd of 2018.
Okay. I'm like, Thanksgiving's always on a Thursday.
No, I know, but I was telling the date.
Okay.
November 22nd. But she loved, you know, these kids. So she turned around like while her family's like celebrating Thanksgiving and went back to Utah because she wanted to start decorating with the twins for Christmas.
Aww.
And so she left early from her family's own Thanksgiving in Centennial Park, Arizona. And she brought them a popcorn popper that was strapped to the backseat of her car, just so, you know, they could have some fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. So on Sunday, November 25th, 2018, Lisa went to Travis's apartment to go decorate the Christmas tree and make homemade ornaments with the twins.
That's cool.
Yeah, so sweet. In the evening sometime, Chelsea texted Travis to meet her outside of his apartment complex, which was located somewhere near the 7600 block of South Central Square.
Okay.
Or South Center Square, sorry. So she said she wanted to give him cold medicine. I guess one of the twins was sick. And so she's, you know, they're texting. They're trying to figure out where to meet. And she's like, I can just come to the apartment. And so she was like, hey, I'm here down in the parking lot. And then when he went out to the parking lot, he couldn't find her. And Chelsea, who was 32 at the time, she had snuck into the apartment. And then when she was asked to leave, like once, you know, Travis realized, like...
So, like, right now he goes to the parking lot to find her.
She's nowhere to be found.
She's not there. And then she's, like, fucking snuck up to the apartment and snuck in.
Yeah, and then she snuck in.
Wow, that's some
And then he was like, okay, I don't know where the fuck she is. And then he went back inside and he's like, yo, you need to fucking leave. What are you doing here?
Right. Wow.
And then she locked herself in the bathroom.
Oh, my God. Why? Okay. Why would anybody want you back when you act that way?
Right? Literally. Why would he want to be with you?
Right.
You sound crazy.
Yeah. It sounds... Well,
sounds padded room crazy.
Well, she sounds definitely mentally unstable. And, like, unless you're into drama, I don't know why you'd want that.
I feel like everyone has crazy in them. Like, we all do some things that are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But, like, she's being a bully and she's, like, being very unstable right now.
Yeah. And her, like... instability is aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, which is not
kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
So the surveillance footage from earlier showed that Chelsea was texting while Travis, like to come outside, she's there, while actually in the building's hallway.
Oh.
And once he was out of sight, then she snuck into the apartment. So she was like waiting for him to leave to go in.
Right.
So
That's totally what I had pictured in my head too. Not her waiting in the hall, but like that Pink Panther creeping.
Yeah, she was like literally like watching him to make sure he was leaving.
Right.
Fucking weirdo. So someone called 911 on her like, hey, my crazy ex has locked herself in my bathroom. I want her out of here.
Someone did or he did?
It was either Travis or Lisa.
Okay.
But my guess would be that it would be Travis because remember we talked about earlier that like Lisa didn't want to rock the boat and call the police or anything like that.
Yeah, gotcha.
So my guess is that it's Travis.
Okay.
So Travis says that she unlocked the bathroom door voluntarily after, 911, after she heard him on the phone with the police. And then she went to grab her coat. And then she pulled out a handgun and shot Lisa 3 times.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Lisa fell backwards onto the couch.
And I'm sure it's in front of the kids.
They witnessed the entire thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Chelsea, you don't fucking deserve your kids.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah. A classic bad mom move.
You think? Killing someone in front of your kids?
Classic.
Yeah, and killing someone who cares about your kids in front of your kids.
Yeah.
Someone that your kids clearly love.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So
that's horrible.
Travis told the police that he was able to wrestle the gun away from her and that then she just sat on the chair with their 2 children, like just a chair with the kids while he attempted to help Lisa, calling 911, like get here immediately. Mm-hmm. My ex-wife just shot my girlfriend. Please get here ASAP. And then he was also at the same time yelling at the kids to go to their rooms. He's like, why are you fucking sitting with your mom? You need to go. Lock yourself in your room.
Right.
And then he had told the police that then she tried to get up and leave, that Chelsea did.
Yeah, no.
And she went to go get her coat again. And then he grabbed her and pinned her against the wall because he wasn't sure if maybe she had like another gun on her, you know, if she had a second gun. And according to the police, they responded to the shooting at about 7 p.m.
Okay.
And when they entered the apartment, they did find Travis pinning her against the wall. And he told the police that he had the gun Chelsea used to shoot Lisa in his waistband. Like, he was like, the gun's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Officers, they said that Lisa had 3 gunshot wounds. The first bullet went into her chest cavity and in her heart.
Ugh.
So she was immediately taken to the hospital. And I don't know, I read conflicting reports that either she died on her way to the hospital or she died like pretty immediately when she got there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, you just got shot in the heart. I don't know anyone who survived that.
No.
It's fucking horrible.
No.
But yeah, she was shot 3 times. Like, all 3 of the firings hit her.
Fucking Chelsea's crazy.
Unhinged.
Yeah.
So she was obviously arrested.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
Did she plead not guilty like she did the last time?
Lisa's sister, Becca, said that I spoke to her about an hour or so before it all happened. And she was so excited to give those kids something happy.
Aw.
I know. And Lisa's family said that they wish that Lisa would have called the police every single time that Chelsea had harassed her, and that it would have actually been the best thing for the kids. Because, you know, Lisa's reasoning for not calling the cops was that she didn't want to rock the boat.
Right.
But her family's like, no, you probably should have rocked the boat.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Too late now.
It's so sad.
It's horrible.
It's so fucking sad. Remember how I said that Chelsea was a teacher?
Mm-hmm.
By the next day, her staff page was already taken off the school's website.
Whoa. Well,
rightfully so.
reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. So that Monday, the school issued a statement, and I'm going to read it to you right now.
Okay.
It says, this morning we learned about a situation involving one of our Skyridge teachers, Miss Cook. She was arrested and charged with a serious crime. We know there will be information in the media regarding this incident. We want you to be aware of what we have learned so we can help you process and provide support to any of you who may be in need. This type of news is hard to comprehend, and we all want you to know that as teachers, counselors, and your parents, we can provide you help in this difficult time.
Yeah, because all the kids liked her.
Yeah. As you leave school, you may see news media presence set up outside. We encourage you not to engage with reporters who may want to talk with you regarding this heartbreaking incident. District officials will be at the school answering media questions. If you are approached, we recommend that you direct any media requests for interviews to school administration or Alpine School District officials. If you need help, we are here for you. Please let your teacher know, and they will have someone escort you down to the counseling center. We are a family, and we care deeply about each of you. Please do not hesitate to ask for help if you need it.
That's so good that the school did that, but that's so fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible, but I'm like, this is a good school. It sucks that she taught there.
Yeah.
This is a great school that, like, obviously, you know,
cares about the community and the kids. And
yeah, cares about the community and the students, that they're like, you know, shit what just went down. We're here to support you.
Yeah.
I remember in middle school, someone committed suicide and they didn't do any of that for us. Any of it.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the first you're hearing of it.
That someone committed suicide?
While I was in middle school.
Yeah, no, I heard about that, but there wasn't anything. They didn't do anything.
No, they didn't do a damn thing.
Which they should have brought in suicide prevention counselors and counseling and...
Yeah. They should have done something to, you know, talk about it. And that, you know...
Instead of pretending like it didn't happen.
This not only impacts you, but it impacts everyone else.
Right.
So the school district said that they were not aware of the violence charges filed against Cook in November. And this was in connection to the October incident when she pushed Travis downstairs. If she pushed him or if he, you know, fell during their altercation.
Right.
Whatever the case may be, either way, she had his hair and then he was downstairs.
Yeah, right.
So they said that they didn't know about this prior to the arrest for the murder charge.
Jeez.
Yeah. And Ben Rasmussen, the director of law and professional practices with the Utah State School Board, said that Chelsea didn't self-report to her superintendents, which as a teacher is required for them to report like anything.
I'm sure.
Self-report, like a misdemeanor, a felony, you know, hey, I got pulled over and I got a ticket.
I'm sure.
They have to self-report all of that. And she didn't do that.
I'm sure. Because they want to know who their teachers are and
Right, who's teaching their students.
Right.
So the state also flags arrested teachers through a fingerprint database, but it was a misdemeanor case like we talked about. And then her prints weren't flagged for more than a month.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't immediate.
No.
It was more than a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's for the misdemeanor case, not for her murder conviction.
No, I got
for
you.
her murder
charge.
Yeah, her murder charge. Thank you.
Yeah.
So obviously she was fired right away.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And Kimberly Bird, who's the assistant to the superintendent at the Alpine School District, said, honestly, this news is just shocking and disturbing. I can't explain it any other way. As an adult, it's hard for me to process. I can't imagine a 14-year-old freshman having to deal with that information.
Yeah, that's
horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Horrible.
The whole thing is just terrible.
Yeah. Fuck you, Chelsea.
Well, I don't know, on some level, you feel bad for her because she's obviously struggling. It's literally said that she struggled with mental illness and obviously she was insecure, and then it's fueled by freaking amphetamines.
Yeah.
Yeah. All bad.
It's all bad. So Joel Perkins, the principal of the Skyridge High School, he sent 2 letters out to concerned parents. He's saying that he and school officials were unaware of the previous domestic assault charges. And then another one saying that, he understands this news is hard to comprehend.
Right.
So it sounds like everyone school-wise was doing their part.
After the fact.
Well, they didn't know about the first fact.
I know, but if Lisa in the first place reported that Chelsea was harassing her from the school.
Yeah.
And the school didn't do anything about it.
The school didn't follow up with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up.
That was probably just like Lisa's word against Chelsea's, though.
Yeah.
That's
probably fair.
Yeah.
So Chelsea, who shot her ex-husband's new girlfriend to death in November of 2018, pled guilty to aggravated murder, aggravated burglary, 3 firearm-related felonies, 2 misdemeanor charges of committing a violent offense in front of children.
Jeez.
Yep.
I guess she lost her kids after all.
So she made a deal with the prosecutors in exchange for the death penalty being taken off the table. And in June of 2020, a judge sentenced her to 25 years to life for the aggravated murder charge, 6 years to life for the aggravated burglary, which I don't even know what the aggravated burglary was.
Probably because she went into the apartment
before without knocking. Yeah. Without having permission to go inside.
Yeah.
And then 3 to 5 years for the firearm charge, and all of this to be run consecutively.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Utah has the death penalty.
I'm not.
I am.
But she was given credit for time served on 2 counts of committing a violent crime offense in the presence of a child. So, I don't know.
Okay.
It's weird. It's weird to me. It's weird to me that they're giving her any kind of leniency.
Yeah. Clearly she's fucked up.
Yeah. And then the judge dismissed 2 of the firearm charges that she had pled guilty to.
Why?
Because her attorney argued that they should merge with the aggravated murder charge.
I guess that probably makes sense. That's like
but
that.
But still, I would like more things stacked on top.
Yeah, but it's like that thing with Riley Galt, Riley and Emma Walker.
Yeah.
Where one of his gun charges got reduced because it fell in line with the murder. And so they dismissed, because remember how on one of his appeals, he appealed on like 17 things or 19 things. And the only one that they gave him was the one that was related to the firearm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any buzz about her trying to appeal anything. I haven't seen anything about it.
Well, maybe it's too soon.
Yeah.
Like, because it takes a while. The appeals process takes a while.
Well, when did Emma Walker happen? In 2016?
Mm-hmm.
This happened in 2018.
His first appeal, I think his first appeal wasn't until 2019, though.
Oh, so her first appeal could be coming up here. No,
because she got convicted in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she's not going to appeal.
Maybe she won't. Maybe she realized her wrongdoings. No, but maybe. We can hope. So Chelsea's defense contended that she had been depressed and anxious.
So?
And that she felt that she was being cut off from her children's lives. I cry. Poor Chelsea.
No, because obviously they're fucking co-parenting.
Yeah, she hasn't been cut off in any way.
No, she hasn't. And depressed and anxious doesn't give you the right to kill someone.
No, it doesn't.
Especially somebody who's just doing nothing but loving your kids.
Right? She's a cunt.
Yeah, she's not a good person.
Chelsea's mom then begged the judge for leniency, of course, you know.
Being a mom.
She said that Chelsea was a loving mom and that she was experiencing, quote, severe psychiatric distress.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you shoot someone in front of your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah. That's horrible. And then just put them in your lap in a chair when you just
pretend
sit there.
like nothing happened.
Yeah, while you're over your ex-husband's girlfriend's dead, or not dead, but dying body.
Yeah, losing life. She's clinging to life.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's so sad.
So Chelsea's lawyer added that she had brought the gun there to actually kill herself.
Okay.
And that she had stopped taking her medications and, you know, trying to argue this leniency thing for her.
Mm-hmm.
But the prosecution claimed that Chelsea had been dealing with depression for a long time. And this wasn't a cause for her to snap. If she was going to snap, she probably would have done it a long time ago.
Fair.
And that she had previously practiced driving past the apartment and driving to and, you know, back and forth. And she was literally like
stalking,
plotting out
planning.
her like route that she was going to take when she was done killing. I don't know if she was planning on killing Travis too, but yeah, she was literally like deliberately, you know, doing things that, you know,
like plotting,
set it up for herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also pointed out that she had lured Travis out of the apartment, you know, with that footage that they caught of her in the hallway texting him that she was there. And then he walks out, she waits for him to leave, and then she goes inside.
Right.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah.
She sucks.
Yeah, she's something.
And they also, you know, argued that she entered the apartment unlawfully with a hidden gun. So
with kids.
In the apartment. Her own children, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she was very apologetic during her sentencing.
I'll bet she was.
Yeah, right? Saying, quote, I was only thinking of myself and the extreme emotional pain I was experiencing. I'm so sorry they had to see me shoot and kill Lisa. All she ever did was love them. And then in regard to Lisa's life, all she had to say was, I shot the gun in her direction.
Wow.
Yeah. So she like literally can't take any responsibility.
Right. All she
Except
did.
for the fact that she's now mentally fucked her kids up for life too.
Right. She took responsibility that her kids had to see it, but not like, oh, I wasn't actually aiming at her, even though you hit her right in the freaking heart.
Yeah, right.
I feel like that's some aim.
Yeah, you got a good arm on you.
Yeah.
And as per prison records, she is still in jail, still in prison at the Utah State Prison in Draper, Utah.
Okay.
And so, like, in total, her sentences, she has 34 years to life.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But I feel like 34 years is, like, way too little.
So 34 years before she's eligible for parole.
Yeah. But, I mean, it'll be completely up to the parole board, you know, if she gets out after 34 years.
Yeah.
So fucked.
It is so fucked. Hopefully Lisa's family goes and
denies
yeah, says no.
Shoots
don't let
it
her
all
go.
down.
Yeah. And Travis.
Petitions.
Yeah. And
That's
Travis.
the word I was looking for, petitions. And her kids.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what her kids are going to do because you don't know how they feel. I mean, obviously they shouldn't have witnessed that and or seen that. How old were her kids?
They were 3 at the time. They were born in 2015. And
so maybe they remember, maybe not.
Yeah, but I mean,
you've got some trauma imprint on your brain.
I was going to say whether they like actually remember it, like, you know, what's the shot for shot?
Uh-huh.
Not actually all of the shots, but
no, I got you.
If they remembered frames of it in their mind, or if, you know, it's just imprinted, like you said, yeah, it's always going to be there for those kids.
Yeah. And they know. But they're still little.
Yeah, they're 8.
Yeah.
This
is so recent.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's Chelsea who has an active, or not active, but a Facebook page that's still up.
Okay.
But like everything is taken down, like except for there's 2 pictures, and the one is of her and her twins. But if you go there, don't go say any fucked up shit to her family or anything.
No, it's not her family's fault.
No, I know. I just don't want anyone to go say any fucked up shit.
Well, people
not that we have that big of a fucking following that people would like, go attack these the perps families. But it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting that her Facebook page was still there.
It is. What about Lisa's?
I don't think Lisa's is.
Did you look?
I did not look for Lisa's Facebook page.
Oh, you should have.
I should have. But I have other different things.
Okay.
This is like, honestly, my favorite part about this entire case, like the outcome.
Okay.
The judge ordered that she will never have contact with her children.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I was like, that's a win. That's a big fat win.
That is a big fat win because the whole fucking thing was about her being afraid of losing her children.
Now she done lost them for life.
Right? People are so fucked up.
Yeah. They are fucked up. People are the worst.
Don't think about the consequences.
No, she just acted on her jealous impulse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a total bitch for, like, bullying her, too.
Yeah. All
It's
of the
like-
things she did were not cool.
Oh, she's a big old cunt.
Yeah.
Cuntiest cunt.
Yeah. She's not a good person.
But I want to spend the last couple minutes of this episode remembering Lisa
Please do.
and how great she was.
And not harping on how horrible Chelsea is.
No, not
Send
her.
us out on a positive note.
Yeah, exactly, because I, love Lisa.
Okay.
I would have been great friends with her,
Good.
I feel. Yeah. She's, a really good person.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
The world needs more of those, that's for sure.
yeah, not the monsters who are in prison.
Right.
This is from her GoFundMe account that her sister set up, her sister Becca.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, Lisa was the most amazing and sincere individual. Everywhere Lisa went, she spread beauty and happiness. She loved all of the small things and was enamored with making every little thing special and beautiful. From our Parisian-themed dates to finding the saddest plant in the store as a project to bring back to life, she made everything better.
Aw, I got
She
chills.
sought out life.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's what I'm saying. I would have loved her.
Yeah.
She and I would have been great friends.
Right.
Wait for this next couple lines. You're definitely going to have goosebumps, maybe even tears. I did when I read it. We all miss her so much. Her spirit was magic, and we can only hope to feel it again. She was ripped from our lives so suddenly and senselessly when she was murdered by her boyfriend's jealous ex-wife. She was spending the evening with her boyfriend's adoring twins and making homemade ornaments for the holiday season when she was taken from us. She loved bigger than anyone I know. Our beautiful little sister, daughter, and friend, you are so very loved and missed immensely. Thank you for all of the thoughts and prayers. We appreciate them all.
I am teary.
Yeah.
It's
So
really fucking
sad.
sad.
And all of the funds went to her parents for, covering the cost of her headstone at her gravesite
Mm.
and transportation back to Arizona for her final resting place. And they met above the goal that they asked for. So that's good.
Yeah.
That,
They could do it right.
Yeah. And this is from her obituary page. Always gracious and kind, Lisa found many ways in her youth and throughout her life to express her truly generous and thoughtful nature. She loved kids, especially her nieces and nephews, and had a constant commitment to seek improvement and personal growth. Lisa epitomized elegance, both in her demeanor and her character. And this is also from her obituary.
That's a nice thing to say about somebody.
Yeah.
Epitomized elegance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish people thought about me that way.
Yeah.
You're like, they don't.
Yeah. I'm like, and I know
Sorry.
people don't think about me like that, so I'm not even throwing shade at you. I'm just like, I don't think we're in that class.
We're not in that class, but that's kind of people to say about someone. And
Very kind.
that's a top tier thing that you can only hope that people would say about you.
Yeah, it sounds like she was a top tier person.
So I'm saying she and I would have been great friends.
Yeah.
This is also from her page, from her obituary. Lisa was joyful and delighted in the little things. She had a green thumb and a passion for plants, especially finding and reviving the ones that were struggling. It makes me love them more, she'd say. To those who knew her well, she was funny, thoughtful, philosophical, and loved to engage in meaningful conversation. Taken too soon, our beautiful daughter, sister, aunt, and friend will be missed immensely. My beautiful Lisa, she was murdered while decorating a Christmas tree with homemade ornaments she was making with the kids. She was so kind, sweet, generous, loving, and brought joy and excitement to every aspect of life. Please share the beauty of her life rather than the monster that ripped her from ours. I am asking that anyone that has posted the picture and article with the evil killer as the subject, please remove it and share Lisa's beauty instead. She was magic, and I want her to be remembered for how she lived and not for how she was killed. And so, we're dedicating this entire episode to her.
Yeah.
We talked about the fucked upness of Chelsea, and we're leaving on the light. And her family said that they're hoping that she's remembered for her caring spirit.
That's so sad.
I know.
And it is so true that, murderers get all the attention.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to name this episode after her.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when I was talking about it was just for sake of me not revealing to my mom what it was going on in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're naming this after her. Maybe I feel like we have to post a picture of Chelsea on our Instagram, but it'll be a really fugly picture of her.
Like in handcuffs.
Yeah, like her mugshot. She looks rough. Her other pictures that she had, it was like, girl, you could have had the world going for you. And oh my gosh, Lisa was beautiful, like drop dead gorgeous. Like I looked at her pictures and I was smiling, happy looking at her because she was happy in her pictures.
So sad.
Yeah. It's hard when you see those pictures of people smiling and they make you happy. And then it's like, oh, this is so fucked up. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, you're crying.
No, I'm not.
My mom's crying. My mom doesn't get emotional.
Nope.
Very easy.
Not crying.
So.
I have something in my eye.
So, yeah. That's today's case. It's really sad.
It is really sad.
It's really devastating.
Well, I'm a mom, so anybody getting killed and you think about the kid and stuff, but that's just terrible.
Right. And she wanted to be a mommy and she loved these kids and she was clearly better for them than their own mom.
Right.
Not that anybody has the right to say that about, Chelsea, that, she's not good for her kids, but obviously her actions have proven that she's not good for her kids.
Clearly. And
Lisa would have been a better fit for them.
And they could have figured out how to do it together.
How to co-parent them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how to give them the best of all the worlds.
Mm-hmm. People do it every day.
Yep. They don't kill each other.
They do not.
Or sometimes, but not a lot.
I'm sure it happens quite a lot. But I think the co-parenting and making it work happens more.
Yeah. The love for your kids over the jealous rage.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Exactly.
Well, we can only hope.
Put your kids first.
Yeah. Well, that's today's episode.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Depressing. Sorry.
So sad.
Sorry. And her birthday, September 17th, when this episode will be out.
Aww.
So this is for her.
Yeah.
This is for her story. We want to remember her. Yes, we have to talk about the morbid aspects of it because we're a true crime podcast.
Well, and the PSA about if someone's harassing you,
do something
need
about
to report it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily fight with your fists about it, but
no, you need to just report it. You need to take any action that you can to make it stop.
Yeah.
Not in a violent way. I just mean restraining order, report to the police, whatever you need to do.
Do it.
Yeah. Even though I know that escalates it for some people, but it doesn't escalate it all the time. Sometimes it is an actual deterrent and diversion from people doing bad, stupid shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And, it's hard that she didn't feel that she could do it because it would hurt the kids. Mm-hmm. But I think your own well-being maybe goes above the co-parenting situation going on.
Well, I think
if she loves the kids and she wants what's best for the kids too, their mom harassing her. Yeah. And clearly, Travis liked being around her.
Yeah. Well, and it goes to that thing where if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else.
Right. Well, and I feel like that could be said for Chelsea and that Lisa needed to take care of her own.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She needed to protect herself.
Yeah.
So that she could continue on with her life. So it's really super sad.
This one just ended in darkness.
So thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to bring some awareness. I've never heard of anybody talk about it. And I want to blast Lisa's pictures all over the internet because she's beautiful and seemed like a good person.
Yeah.
Not seemed, she obviously was. All these people just had amazing things to say about her.
Right. She was a bright light.
Yeah, she was absolutely
in a world that's a lot of dimness.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, she met another dim person.
All right. Well, thanks.
Yeah. You can go follow our Instagram so you can see Lisa's face at That's Disturbing Podcast. You can send us a Gmail, That's Disturbing Podcast at gmail.com. Visit our website, That's disturbingpodcast.com, where I spent the time to make a very beautiful case request form that nobody's filled out. It's fine. Actually, 2 people have filled it out, or 1 person. 1 person's filled it out.
Mm-hmm.
I told Lindsay to fill it out, though, because she sent me a case she wants us to cover that's still developing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, you better drop it in the case request form.
You can't just text me.
Yeah, you can't just tell me. You can't just send me a TikTok of it. All right, well, have a good night.
All right.
Bye-bye.